Thanks very much for that, Ian.
Good day, Ian.
We welcome all our viewers and listeners here to the Strathalbyn Oval today for the prelim. The winner here goes on into the grand final with McLaren's waiting for them, and of course it's good night nurse to the losers. So it's gone round, Kevy. It should be pretty good here. It's overcast, really no breeze, so it's good conditions for the players, and we should be going hopefully in for a real good game.
Yeah, well, it's a great day for footy, isn't it, really, for playing football or watching football. There's no rain in sight, there's no wind, no sun to get on your face or anything like that today, so it's I think if you're going to order a day, this would be one you'd order, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. We're talking down there, one of the Hutchisons this morning, or like later in the afternoon, he said normally when we play these games and the grand finals, it's like 20 degrees, 22 degrees, the sun's out and beautiful days, but it's chilly but overcast, but I think the players will appreciate it. The Oval's in pretty good nick here with it onto it. I reckon I just seen the toss, and I'm almost certain Willunga have won it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be kicking to the left of screen. We'll confirm that when they get in positions, and of course my Ponga Selix will go to right. As I said, we'll get that onto there. For our YouTube watchers out there, we've got Willunga predominantly white with the red, and my Ponga Selix are a green with the gold V shape on top of their uniform. So both these teams have had bits of up and down just coming into it, and like we said before, McLaren are just waiting in the wings here to see who they're going to play next Saturday.
Who they're going to thrash next Saturday.
Yes, well,
they've done it.
Indications are there.
Saturday.
Yeah, it's you never know though, do you?
No, you don't.
How many times have we seen games played when teams undefeated and they lose one, and it happens to be the one that you don't want to lose?
How many years ago was it? I was asked the other day that Langorn Creek went through the season undefeated and lost the grand final.
Oh, good one, Kevy.
It's not that long ago.
No, yeah. Yeah. Was that at the Yank Oval or something?
No, it was at Strathalbyn Oval.
Strathalbyn, was it? Yeah. Don't know, but yeah, it's like I said.
They lost them both in the one day. They lost the A grade and the B grade in the one day.
Yep. So players are starting to take their positions here, and it looks like it's Haskett going forward, is it? And they're into there, so I'm pretty sure, we've got that right. Willunga are kicking to the left of screen, or for the radio viewers, it is towards the Adelaide end, the hills, and of course down on there. Umpires in, almost ready to get underway here now. So we'll get set up. He looks around.
Late. That's not bad.
Yep, pretty good game. We had a minute silence for the Queen, and he turned around then the anthem for her too. So siren sounds here. We get underway here on the oval. Up they goes, turns around. Willunga gets it out through Mills. Comes out there, flicks up and down, quickly picked up, comes out with not a real good kick. Comes out here to the wing clubroom side. Goes back over quickly over there to Hugo Hoke. Here goes a handball, goes back, comes back to Hoke. Hoke kicks the ball up into the forward lines. Goes forward. Smash from behind there by Willunga, and Ponga go out, and it's quickly turned over in defence up there to Cameron McDonald across the centre wing. He goes out wide still going on to there is Darcy Scott for Willunga. Goes up in front, Sport from behind, comes out to Hoffman. Hoffman gets caught, goes down, the umpire's right there, and he says holding the ball, and it's a free kick to my Ponga Selix going to Jake Spinks in the back pocket. Other side the oval here. Good crowd in here, lots of cars and players sitting underneath us here. Spinks kicks the ball up there to the wing now, goes over the back, my Ponga go up and gets paid the mark. Spins inside, goes out, finds his player quickly, handball goes back again, comes over, they're into attack now, comes out into here, goes across, handball goes to the running player, come in, Scott Ogilvie. Ogilvie goes out, not a good king, goes out to Kennedy.
Ooh.
Kennedy can't get it in, comes in through there. Picks all up and turns around, can't get into it, and it'll be a free kick here to Kennedy. He's turned around, he's going to pull him around. This is Ben Kennedy. It's right on the 50-metre arc here, clubroom side, into their forward line. He's looking for a pass off here. Turns around, drives off, drives this ball in, centre half forward. Goes up, picks around, turns around, goes off onto it. Handball comes out, quickly picked up there by my Ponga. He goes wild off under there, and it goes through for a minor score only to Cooper Gilbert. So on the FPA scoreboard, it goes to my Ponga Selix 1 point, to Willunga yet to score.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
This time by Matthew Flintham, and Flintham now will have a shot at goal.
Going to kick from 45, isn't he?
Yeah, he might be able to do it. Get a little bit too close to the man on the mark, and to kick it too high there. And there's a mark being taken right on the point line there, and the ball
Darcy Scott
through, and Darcy Scott's got it. He twists, he turns, he goes over the other side, and that's gone there to Cameron McDonald. So McDonald's got it. The ball's going very close to the boundary line out here. Off.
Nye.
There's a good mark down there taken by Liam Nye. And yet Nye can kick it in short, and that's just enough for a mark there for a mark, and that's Jukers. There's another little short one out here. That one's taken there by Cameron Hutchins. So
Short
kick. Lot of kicks.
Short kicks, aren't they? Only just getting 15, goes back.
It's not short enough, so they go right back the other way. And that was a kick back there to Danny Irvine. Irvine's kicked it across there to Burdett. And now Burdett's got the ball on his boot, and he's got it over the line. No, it's going down further there towards the other end of the ground, and there's a mark being taken by Luke Whitford. Now, Whitford has got hold of the ball, decides to stop, go back. Go a fair way back there. Umpire calls him to play on now. He says, you're going back too far. Down it's gone. And here's a chance now for my Ponga. The ball falls down in the player's hands there.
Benny
Kennedy. This is Ben Kennedy that's got it now, and he's kicked it right down to the back pocket as far as he's concerned. And here's a chance over there now for Willunga to get it, or bounced away from him, and now they'll go right into the forward line with it. Almost a mark taken. There's a mark taken down there, and the umpire says no. He's given away a free kick, and the free kick will go to Willunga over there, and they've kicked that one into to Irvine.
Hoke.
And Irvine's got it in there to the young fella in Hoke. Hoke's got it in again. He has found Burdett with it.
Yep.
And now Burdett's, he's just walking around like they're trying to do, just soak up time. But could be over the top. Nor almost a mark taken down there by Willunga. Can't complete it though. And the umpire will come in and throw it up. It's on centre wing on the clubroom side.
Up she goes. Turns up in there. Mills comes over the top, gets it all down. My Ponga wrap it up though, and turns round, and that is Ogilvy, and he flicks it back to the central umpire. Up she goes again. Whitford goes in. Mill gets it over the top, comes out of here, trying to get onto there, and they couldn't. So she goes over the boundary line, right here on the wing in front of the club rooms. Set themselves up here. Boundary umpire gets it. That's a good throw in. Up she goes, over the top. Mills gets it, over the back. My Ponga get it, quickly off over there to Carroll. Carroll goes off, up for the My Ponga, goes into there, spins around. Flintham gets it, goes back over there, comes back out into him, right up in the forward pocket, socket off the ground. Here's a stab going onto it. Cock kicked off the ground, goes up, messed up there, and that was it. Through into there. The umpire's going to confer on this one. He calls it all clear. That's the
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Haber Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Florio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Haber.
No, there isn't one, so.
So it wasn't. Anyway, we'll have to have a look at that. Perry might be able to tell us in a minute.
Yep,
who that is.
we'll
Perry
pick it up.
picks everything up. Up it goes, out of the pack. Down it goes there to Brett Meagle. Good bounce down there, and that didn't take long, did it? Oh, it's just the other side of the post, so it's a minor score only. That was probably a bad miss there, Trev.
Certainly was. Running into an open goals with them, and the umpires paid a 25 for infringement behind, so not really good. I reckon that was Cameron Hutchins that gave that away. So he comes out Maiponga now on this wing, right in clubber inside, steps back inside, and Kempster goes back, finds his player quickly there, and Hedger with the ball now for Maiponga, still just on the attacking part of the wing, goes in, finds his player in the centre, spins around, he comes out into there. Goes out there. That one there was Samuel Kennedy. He goes out there. He tries up there. Gets up there and the free kick goes round to Maiponga Sellex. Goes off quickly. Plays off. Comes out there. Attacking the ball there is Maiponga Sellex right in front of his eyes. And this will be Mr. Ben Kennedy. Attacking football exactly where he went to look at it.
Yeah.
A little bit nervous. He's going to be kicking. Heel kick from virtually on the
50.
50.
He was going to give it.
Yep. Comes in, steps up, drives this ball, drives it up in the full forward, goes up high, goes up strong, turns around, picked off there, and that was 40 then. Hassam Ahmat Watkins, umpire signals all clear.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
No, we'll chase him up as it goes.
Okay. Up they go. Down goes. I reckon that wasn't Burdett, I don't think. He was running out towards this way, but Maiponga got the ball. Got a player leading out towards the wing over there.
Play that
I reckon
one.
he'll get the free kick here.
Spinks.
And the player with it was Jake Spinks. Goes to play on, and over the back of the pack it goes, across the boundary line and out of bounds. Right on centre wing. Right in front of all the people sitting in there having a beer or a bite to eat. In it goes. At the back there. Oh, player there from Maiponga let out.
Proud.
Might have got one in his mush for the sake of it. And anyway, now the umpire's going to call a play up. And the umpire will throw it up. Up it goes. Plenty of players around the ball. One of the Malunga players didn't attempt to go for the ball at all, just run straight into the player.
Oh, spilt that one.
And Mark comes up there, and that one's gone across there to Harrison Cock or Maiponga.
Hedger, is it?
He gets it further across. They're not worried about whether they go forward or backwards. They just go if they want to go that way, don't they?
Kempster.
And that one's down there to Kempster. And Kempster's going to kick it further down, and that's just far enough for a mark. And the one there is Ryan Kelly. And he's got it down almost down the centre half forward it goes. Off hands it goes. Here's a chance for Maiponga to pick it up again. Meagle had it briefly then, but he got it straight across to the Maiponga player running across the ground.
Sampson.
Down it goes out there to Sampson. Sampson's thrown on the ground, and the umpire pays him a free kick. And he's just inside the 50 metre arc.
Matt Watkins kick the last goal for them.
Comes in there, be lucky to kick a goal from there. No, he knows he is too. And he goes there, oh, there's a good mark taken there by...
That's Trevina, isn't it? He normally plays in the back line. So there's
Daniel Trevina, vice-captain.
Yeah, they've swung a few little subtle changes here, Kevy. He normally sits in the back lines and controls everything.
Well, he's not today, Trev.
No.
He's going to kick the goals today. Anyway, he'll be just inside, probably 5 metres inside the arc. We'll kick a ball from there.
Certainly is. He's got a
Just-
hoof on him.
Just crossed the arc. Puts the ball on the boot. It's a drop punt and it goes the other side of the post. That's another minor score. So it's 2-2 to Maiponga and 1 point to Willunga on our FPH scoreboard.
It certainly is. We've got McDonald for Willunga, bringing the ball back into play. He plays off now, takes off, goes out the far side up to the wing, waiting out there. Hoffman goes up over the top, doesn't get to it, and it would be a free kick. I think he got it for high, but it's a kick anyway, so it goes off, comes in, finds Maiponga player quickly. He turns, goes round to Kelly, I reckon it was, goes up in the forward lines, up and down goes 53. He can't get to it, turns around, goes onto it. So it goes around. So Willunga now with the ball out the back flank. Hoffman goes up, can't get anywhere near the ball. Goes over the front there to Ogilvie for Maiponga. Handball comes out quickly out there to Ryan Kelly. Off to his player. Goes off in the forward lines. Goes up there. Willunga can't get down into it. And that one there was Lachlan Scott. He goes stacks on the middle here for a ball up on the forward flank from Maiponga Selix. Far side of the oval. Sets themselves. Up they go. Big Bass is in the ruck now. He puts it all out. Goes straight over there to Darcy Scott for Willunga. Goes on up, puts it all up. Goes out there and slammed into it. It's Darcy Scott again. Goes out onto it. Comes out there. Handball goes over. Burdett picks it all up. Run off to his running player. Comes forward now up on the wings. Haskett's trying to get into it. He can't and comes off hands. Goes over the boundary line on the wing position, slightly favouring the advantage of Willunga. They haven't done much attacking into here so far, so any one they can get's going. Time ticks away with 14 minutes gone in the first quarter. Up it goes. Bass goes up, puts it all down, turns around. Willunga can't get it out, comes out the back, picked up there beautifully by, that was off the boot, got away with that, in the arms of Willunga, goes forward and it's intercepted beautifully by Maiponga Selix. Comes in, comes out wide and finds Cox. Cock for Maiponga in the back pocket. Goes inside too far. Tyson Hoffman comes over, picks it all up. Handball goes over, comes out over there, goes around to there, finally onto there, goes into job. Colwell, umpire signals.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Comes the central umpire. Puts it down. Big Bass is in the ruck there for Willunga. Brings the ball down. Here's a chance, and the player was grabbed hold of and couldn't get
Stacks
away
in
with
there
it.
again, another ball up.
And here comes another ball up. Umpire's got it again. Bass is in ruck again, and there's a smaller player down there for Maiponga. Now the ball's down in the forward area down there for...
Oh, he's just sitting over it, isn't he?
Yeah,
They're the
Maiponga
ones I
again.
hate. They don't pay them, do they, Kev? You haven't all season that we've noticed. Only been 1 or 2 umpires that'll pay them.
There hasn't been too many of them paid at all anyway. Up they go for the knock again. The ball's on the ground again. Players there wrestling each other for it. The umpire will come back in again and throw it up. It's got about 3 or 4 minutes closer to the goals this time, to Maiponga's goals. That's a bit more with that push in now. And here's a chance for Willunga to get away with it. The ball comes in, bounces around the place. In fact, it gets past everybody out there. And the 2 players there having a bit of a wrestle for the ball. And the umpire says, I'll have it, and throw it up. and it comes again. So Bass is in ruck now, and he stopped the ball coming away from centre anyway.
Darcy Scott.
And Darcy Scott had it, down it goes, and they got three players. They did have three
bounced
players.
beautifully for the
Bounced
Maiponga player.
between them all, didn't
He
it?
did. Bounced between two players straight into his arms.
And down goes Ogilvy with it. He get it across the ground. He's got
Chalmers.
it over there to his teammate
Cock.
there in
Cock.
Cock. And now they've
Kelly,
got
I
it
reckon.
in. Over he goes. And that's Maiponga in the van for it now. And Willunga, they had it for a minute. Who's he going to pay this one to?
Should be to Maiponga, Gilbert.
Yeah. So Gilbert's got the goal, got the kick for goal. Yeah, take a good kick to get it from there though. He'll be just inside the 50 when he kicks it, a couple of steps. Yeah, 4 steps inside of it. Has a long shot in, and this ball is going over the top. Willunga managed to wrestle it down, and from the back line go Willunga again, and
Whistle's gone.
Whistle gone out
Yep.
there.
Free kick to Willunga. Late.
And Willunga now got it on the far side of the ground out there, and it's gone again.
Sam Rennie. He's blown his whistle again, hasn't he?
Well, the whistle blowing going
Yeah.
over there. Anyway, it's gone over now. That's probably the big fella there, is it? And Bass. It's got it out over there. And this has gone down the ground now, and it stays just inside the boundary line, or just outside the boundary line, and the umpire will throw it in. So it's 1 goal 1, 2 goals 2, Trev, with Willunga trailing.
Certainly is. Over on the wing, far side, up and down it goes. Maiponga Selec's trying to break the tackle, gets wrapped up there, and the umpire comes in for a ball up on that wing position. Up she goes. Rackman wrap themselves up. Maiponga comes in through San Kennedy. Handball comes out, comes over quickly here to Connor Sampson. Sampson goes up there, has his kick, goes through.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies. 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
But yeah.
The centre circle's holding up pretty well too.
Yep, yeah, they had it covered, Breton said.
All right, good. Up they go for the ruck. Luke Whitford goes in for Maiponga. Coming out for them down there, they've got a loose player coming in, and it's gone down there to Harrison Cock.
Out here.
Cock will go across his body,
Ogilvy.
Seth, and that's Ogilvy. And Ogilvy's going to kick it. Is it going to stay in? No,
Oh,
it
good
does.
one
That's a good
behind.
mark from the back there. And that was 20. Was that Hoke?
Hoke, I reckon. Had a curly hair on it.
Hoke kicks it across to his teammate there in Aldous. Aldous go. They like going right back down
They
the other
do.
way, don't they? And if they're not exact with it, they're going to give away a goal.
Scott
Comes in.
into Aldous.
Aldous has got it again. 2 kicks in very quick succession out there to Aldous. Now they get it over the centre line, or nearly over the centre line, but again Maiponga get in the way.
Sam Kennedy.
And Kennedy now's got it. He just kicks it in short out there, and it's his...
Chalmers. Elliot Chalmers, yeah. Not the swimmer.
No. And there's another one down there, mark taken by Maiponga. And
Armat again. Armat Watkins.
And this, I think
He missed him.
Everyone turned their back then on the player coming in there, and he could almost give away a free kick. He doesn't. And here's a long kick in. Can the big fellas come out there and mark it? No, they can't. Hits their chest, bounces across the line, and the umpire will come and throw it in right down the southern end of the goals. Well, this is 20-minute mark, Trev.
Yep. Yeah, into time on. Oh, no, we've got a minute, haven't we? 22, isn't it? Goes up, he turns around, the wrap comes up out there, still in that forward flank, and Willunga hold it up there and it gets back for another ball up. So Flintham this time goes up, can't get it out. Mills gets it for Willunga, comes back out there, bang into the head of Aldous. He was down over there, turned around, picks up there, trying to get through there was Cooper Gilbert. He can't, stacks on the Mills here. The umpire's going to have to come in for a ball up in exactly the same spot as it was a couple of seconds ago. Still on that far side, in the forward flank for Maiponga Sellicks. Up they go. Mills goes up, gets it out again. He's had a couple of good last games. Comes round to Flintham. Flintham puts it out from Maiponga. Goes over there. Quickly pick up out there. Can't get her over. Jake Stanfield. He gets caught for holding the ball. Umpire calls play on. That's Popplewell there. Steps backwards, inside out goes Jake Spinks. He goes over, finds his player in Kelly. It's awfully close to the boundary line over there, so they control the ball over there. So Ryan Kelly for Maiponga Sellicks. He's going to kick from, probably by the time he kicks, it's going to be at least 36, 37 metres. Very acute angle. He's right onto the boundary line. Rolls in, drives the ball up. She's got some leg in that. Goes up to the face, goes over the top, I reckon. The umpire comes back, comes to the centre's good sign. Finished up kicking some goals, but was miles too late though, so it was never going to go. And Maiponga flew out the strips in the last quarter, didn't they? Anyway. Up they go. Go, Kevy.
On the
That was a chin snacker, that one.
It was. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he
Trevino, I don't know. His own is short, so yeah. Anyway. His head hides his chin, isn't it? Over to
Burdett takes the mark on the wing. And he'll kick it in. He normally finds somebody out there to kick it to. He has this time. And this has gone over there to Jake Stanfield. Oh, it's coming across there. There's a good mark being taken over there by Sam Kennedy. And Kennedy puts it back. He's got more chance now for Willunga to pick it up over there.
Oh, that looked a beautiful little flick, didn't it?
The umpire was watching him too. Anyway, he goes
Willunga are too busy complaining to the umpire in the forwards and at the back.
I want to give it away, forget about that.
Oh.
And the ball goes in now, and it's been marked there by Chalmers.
Levi Proud. Oh, get off the mark to try rubbish like that.
Oh, gee.
Colwell down. There was late contact on there, coming on. They're both at the ball, so there. But yeah, I think it was just a clash at the end. There's no good getting upset about that. That was just one of those things. He copped it just high, and they're accidental. You can't go off at Trevino for that. Colwell now, he's up and about, kicks it up, goes up to full forward, up it goes, comes over, Maiponga, that was a little flick pass out there, comes over to Hoffman, Hoffman gets a boot to it, he goes off, lots of players in here, the umpire has to come in here and goes up as a player falls down. There is plenty of players in here, they're all in half the oval here now at the moment, so umpire Popplewell this time, in the pocket, holds the ball aloft, and off she goes, underway now, up they go. Stanfield gets it all out, comes over there to Levi Proud from Maiponga. He can't get to it, and it goes down on the ground, and a bit of shoving and barging going on here in the forward pocket. There goes the siren, so it goes out there into the scores. So quarter time here, as we have another little melee coming on, is the FPH scoreboard. Maiponga Sellicks 4 goals 2 to Willunga 1 goal 1. The goal kickers for Willunga then was Job Colwell. We will have to chase up, but Ryan Kelly, Connor Sampson and Hassan Ahmet Watkins with 1 each, and 1 will check up at quarter time. So we will cross back. So this is 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Florio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Hebra.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Here we are back live again. So we're on the screens, the players start to back up. Yep, have to take on to that Ian too, because yeah, I was at Encounter Bay when Sid was there, and yeah, good lad, worked for the Ian Etzer there, and was on there. It was an unfortunate accident, but he made a big impact with his, he was into triathlons and he made a big impact. So this is starting to break up here now as we turn around and get around. So, but we give cheerio calls out to our listeners in the YouTube.
Only if they live a long way away.
Yeah, only if they're a long way away on it. And we give them a call out to Brian Robertson, ex-local from Wollonga, and he's now living in Auckland, New Zealand. So he's watching today, catching up onto it. So Wollonga playing, so he'll be trying to catch up with the players out through here. So good luck to him. I don't know why you leave Australia for to go over to New Zealand, but it is a lovely country, I must admit. No worries. So Jack's up onto there. So we come back now. The umpire gets to set himself up here. So Wollonga need to pull a bit of fingers out here a bit. So we come in under here and we go, siren sounds for underway here. Up she goes in the centre. Mills goes up, gets it for Wollonga, comes back down, turns around and goes onto it, into the centre. Picked up quickly out there by the coach in Carroll.
No.
Carroll goes up for Maiponga, goes out, comes out, Wollonga, throws the ball out, quickly goes over out there to Warmington. Warmington finds his tail out there, goes off, up onto the flank up there. Burdett, he gets swung around, puts it out there, goes off there, and the umpire's picked it for a throw. Very unusual for that player to get caught for it, so he was slung around. So the umpire now calls around, plays on now, goes up, Maiponga into attack, goes up, Flintham, can't get to it. Turns around, comes back down, one hand, that's got to be go for holding the ball. He throws it out, and Popplewell got away and calls for a ball up. Bad miss that one. Up it goes in the centre in the pocket there. Up it goes. Mills gets it out. Comes back out to Burdett. Burdett gets it over there to Irvine. Irvine goes up, and I reckon that's untouched. It'll be a Maiponga kick for in the forward pocket for them. Out they go, up and down. Kennedy can't get to it. Handball comes over quick, comes over to Wollonga now. Drive all out there, playing from behind. Haskett gets up, sidesteps around. Handball's out over to Meagle. Meagle gets the ball now, comes out forward. He goes over, goes into the centre, finds his player quickly there, and Rennie goes off and he finds Job Colwell. Colwell now goes out, the leading play, waited for it. Spoil come from behind, could be in the back. I reckon it is. The umpire gives a free kick here to Wollonga. Comes around Cameron Hutchins. Cameron Hutchins with the ball now. He's going to kick, well, he'll have to kick from the 50. Clubroom side, you can see the angle there. Our radio viewers can't, but he's a fairly acute angle here. They do open up fair bit, so you get a good look at the goals here. In he comes, drives in, just steps inside onto the 50, drives it up, hangs it, going over to the fat side there, goes off, punched over for a knock through. There's another minor score to Wollonga. They go to 1-2 on the FPAG scoreboard. Maiponga selects 4-2.
And they're about to get the ball back into play. Taking their time with it anyway. And out he goes now, goes over the far side of the ground. Maiponga player there moved their way into the front position, and
Nye, I reckon.
Nye has got hold of it there for Wollonga.
Both Wollonga players looked at each other and didn't worry about the ball.
Now they're going to have to worry about it.
Bad communication there, though.
Anyway, it's gone across now.
Irvine,
that is Danny Irvine that's got it. He's right over the far side. Tregenza's got it back. And he couldn't have picked the Maiponga player out better if he tried.
Whitford
get it straight in there to
Kelly,
is it?
Yep.
And Kelly now puts it right down in the forward line out there to Flintham. And Flintham can have a go at a goal here.
Yes, not too much skin there down those lower legs, is there?
No, there's no room to put
Not skin colour.
Anyway, that's the shot for goal, and he has put it out on the full by the look of that.
That's a bad kick, isn't it?
Mm. So anyway, the Wollonga player's gone in there to get it.
That's Hoke. Yep, yeah, curly hair.
And Hoke just kicks it in short, and here's a chance now for Wollonga to get it down the centre of the ground, and
Lachlan
Scott got it. He just puts the ball up in the air, off hands it goes, across the boundary line and out of bounds. So it's 1-2 to 4-2 with Maiponga selects in front.
Certainly is. Over that far wing, boundary umpire with it. Sets himself up, goes up, Ruckman sets him. Whitford comes from behind this time, turns around and gets down there. Wollonga gets it, he gets slung around and goes down into there, and I reckon that could have been Hutchins, and gets a ball up by the central umpire this time. Popplewell, up there goes, Mills goes up, pushes it back, pushed out quickly then by Hutchins. Hutchins goes out, can't get it over, comes off hands, get out to bear, and the umpire says free kick coming to Cock for Maiponga Selix. Goes back to him. He comes back out into it now. Finds himself, he's gone back to the back flank here to get away from it. Comes in, will get called to play on soon. Umpire does now. Goes up, comes up onto the wing position, goes up and down. Mills can't take it. Comes over. Willunga again, into attack. Up they come further on. Hoffman can't get to it, comes back out there, straight around in the arms of, I reckon, Dulles, that's why it comes out
open
into
forward line.
Goes over, quickly over the handball from Cameron McDonald. Comes out there, goes out there and finds his player out there in Hutchins. Comes over there now, Willunga into attack, goes out there, finds his player there, comes out, scrolls Miles Warmington, he goes back inside. Oh, he made Hope work hard for that one, had to take a slips catch into that one. He comes out, goes over, finds his player out there. Ooh, we were right on that, but the umpire was standing there, so a free kick to Maiponga Sellicks. Turn around, comes over there. That one there was Liam Nye, couldn't get it. Maiponga now drives it up to their forward lines. Over the back it is, punched off the hands there. Comes off the hands there of Connor Sampson, goes over the boundary line. Forward flank for Maiponga Sellicks club room side. Sets himself up into here now. Goes around Willunga. It just, I don't know, when they start asking for free kicks from the umpires, you don't have your mind on the game, so have to smarten up quick. Goes up, Mills gets it, pushes all down, but it's all around. Kennedy gets it, goes back over, comes around quickly, goes over there to over to there to Kempster. Kempster goes out, goes over. Burdett fumbles. Very unusual to see him do that. Slid down into the tackle, but held the ball into there at the centre half forward. Spinks drops it and walks away from the umpire. You don't make friends doing that. He picked the ball up where it was and threw it straight up in the air, and it goes to ground again. He's going to repeat this one again. Right in now, he'll be in between the players when he does this, and he throws it up straight away again. Mills goes up, comes up and down. Flintham tries to get out to it, can't get away with it. He gets wrapped up, and it'll be another ball up.
Too many
So
around
he gets
the ball
up
at
there.
the moment.
Yeah, Tyson Hoffman's into there. They got to get some running players for Willunga. Up they go. Mills goes up. Flintham just steps under and tips him up. Goes over there, up into there. Offhand comes Maiponga, got all over. Goes out quickly through there and Ogilvie. Ogilvie goes over. Finds Cock. Cock goes back in. Finds Spinks. Spinks' handball goes off. Goes up forward. Centre half forward. Over the top. Good body work there. And that's Kelly. So got up there. Into there. We get into there. Ryan Kelly now. Maiponga Sellicks. Willunga have been trying to do all the attacking, really haven't hurt the scoreboard one bit, and they turn around and they get out to there, and this here could be the one that hurts. Maiponga Sellicks comes in, drives this ball up, hangs it all up, it's going to be up over, turns around, umpire will look for it, he comes back, that's a good sign, all clear, there's the goal. So
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Did they get a score by half time? Well, they only got that now and they're starting to head to it. Yeah.
Umpire tosses it up again in the centre of the ground. Pushed down. Player coming through then with number 21 there and Harrison Mills. He got up high and pushed it down there.
Cox.
Maiponga got a player there, had it. Now it's a race on that far side of the ground.
Burdett.
Up out there with Burdett. Burdett's picked up. And the player there, I think,
Smack
might have
fend
given
off.
away a free
I think
kick
so.
there.
Yep.
He said, no, what about me? I didn't do a thing. Not much.
Jaden,
See what he did.
Jaden Scott then that did that, just put his hand off to fend him off, but it was right in his mush.
Yeah.
Darcy Scott. Can they kick a goal each quarter, Kevy? It's looking good.
It looks good there, doesn't it? 30.
still win, don't they? So
They do.
one side has to make inroads. Back in the centre it goes. Bass is up there, tries to get it all down. My Ponga come out, Spinks gets wrapped up, dragged down on the dry, hard cricket pitch area there, and it'll be another ball up. Straight up she goes. Turns around, Bass gets it, turns around, my Ponga dropped it out of there, turns around, goes into it, pushes down on it, scraps under the mill, he just holding it under it. Miguel tries to get underneath, he can't get into it, and it turns around and it comes out there. So the umpire repeats, it's still on the cricket pitch area, turf pitch here. Up they go, shepherded out and it goes, comes over quickly, goes over there to Cameron Hutchins, up and down, smashed by Hoffman, goes up, my Ponga gets it, drives it back up the forward lines, out they go, comes on the chest quickly around there of Trevina. Trevina goes out, handballs now from Cox over to Spinks, Spinks kicks it all over, turn around, can't get to it, there was Carroll, Thomas Carroll, can't get up to Wollonga, recurrent, comes out there, Bass goes back, and we've got a free kick here going to Wollonga in the back flank. He comes out there, didn't find him too good, comes up over there, goes over there, Darcy Scott drops it, goes onto the ground, comes over there now, Carroll turns off for my Ponga Selix, goes off under there, too far for Trevina though, goes out further, goes off over the boundary line, and he turned around, umpire comes in for it being touched, and he hands it to the boundary umpire. So he turns around, gets it there, deep in that forward pocket, and he goes, up he goes with it, turns around, goes over the back, Wollonga picks it all up there, goes out there, that is a poor kick, straight in the arms there of my Ponga there. In 23, we got onto there was Gilbert. So, into attack again, goes up, Wollonga in the back lines, quickly picked up there, and Lachlan Scott, he goes out wide and finds Burdett on the back flank. Wollonga using short kicks, but they're not really damaging. They don't look threatening. Comes up, in they go, up over the top, can't get over it, over the back then to Tyson Hoffman. He gets the ball going. Up there, look at this. This turnaround, 4 Malponga players to 1 Wollonga player, and he had no hope of getting that. So Malponga drive back into attack again. They goes out the back, hand goes up, turn around and pay that one there, and it goes over there to 35 in Lachlan Scott. Lachlan Scott wants to play on, everything's all short for him, and he comes out there and finds a set player in Brett Meagle. Meagle still in the 50, back 50.
They make one stuff up here the way they're going at the moment.
Yeah, it comes up there now onto the wing, up they go, Darcy goes up, can't get to it. Spinks gets it for my Ponga, he gets wrapped up, and the umpire comes in for a ball in on the forward flank position here for my Ponga Selix, with the FPH scoreboard 5-2 my Ponga, 2-2 Wollonga.
And the ball's just pushed down there and try to get the ball through the race there, and they can't. Boundary umpire will throw it in. Boundary umpire again, toss it in, nice high toss in out there, gives the ruckman plenty of chance, ball's on the ground, just picked up briefly out there by Wollonga. Cross it goes over there to Hoffman. No, it wasn't Hoffman, that was Ogilvy. And the ball now is on the ground, centre wing. And the umpire will throw it up again. Big Bass just dives in on top of the pack there. He comes over here. Here's a chance now for Wollonga to get it away again. And the Ponga players are chasing them right down the
Here we go.
The ground.
Haskett.
And Haskett's got that one.
Finally.
And that one has finally gone through, and that is...
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Florio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Hebra.
They got themselves more than 1 for the quarter, so they go to 2 to this quarter, to my Ponga Selix only 1. So back in the centre, Popplewell throws it up, Bass gets it, pushes it all down, out they come, kick quickly there by, goes off to it, can't get into it, Jake Stanfield can't get to it, comes out to a Colwell can't get it. Comes through as my Ponga, drives it out through there, I reckon. It goes up there, and 35 takes it there, and that there is Lachlan Scott. Lachlan Scott goes in, finds Meagle. Brett Meagle for Wollonga. Gets the handball, drives off, steps inside, drives off down there, goes off down there. Look at this. Kick went that far, straight to my Ponga. He bounces off it, comes through it. That there would have been Hedger. Hedger now goes out there, goes out to Flintham. Flintham has got a paddock, drives around in, kicks it all up, comes out to find his player there, I reckon, in Trevina. Trevina can't get to it, goes over the boundary line there, finishes up with a touch ball in the forward pocket there for my Ponga Selix on the far side. Turn around, we got up. So what have we got? We've got 16 minutes gone, haven't we? Yep. Yep. So back in we go. Boundary umpire with it, pushes it all up, turns around, gets up there. Flintham can't get it. Bass gets it down for Wollonga. My Ponga Trevino just lets it go and turns around, and a free kick goes back here to Wollonga. Turns around, goes back to it. I reckon that out there. Can't pick up who that one is there. Could be Tregenza, I reckon. Tregenza comes out and he finds his player over this far side. Comes in, keeps up close up, here goes. Turns around, he juggled that, and she umpires right there, saw it too. So Warmington couldn't get it. It's a boundary throw in on the forward flank.
On the spot then.
Yep. You just saw the bubble just as it was over the line. So boundary umpire with it. At least it's on the forward flank there for my Ponga Selix. Up they go. Bass goes up, takes it out of the ruck, handballs over, quickly over there to Altus. Altus goes through. Colwell, he gets up, puts down, holding the ball, and he turns around and will pick it up, and it comes back to my Ponga. Picks up here, there, goes around quickly out there to Kempster. Whoop, he's turned it around here. Umpire behind the place, picked this up and comes back to Colwell. He turns around, comes out and he finds Meagle. That's only just 15, I don't reckon it's that heavy. So Meagle now goes off, makes 36, grab up there, and that one there was Danny Dukas. Dukas goes back inside, finds his player in Irvine. Irvine goes out, finds his player quickly out there, and I reckon that one there is one of the Scots, could be Lachlan. Lachlan Scott with it. Drives the ball up onto the forward flank, up and down, can't come out off hands, picks up there, Colwell handballs over, drives this ball out there, all the way back there to my Ponga in the back line there. I reckon that could be Hedger. Hedger in the back pocket here, goes over, got ourselves 18 minutes gone, comes up into the centre, and he finds the player there and spink, and we've got a 25, because I reckon he smacked it out of his hands, I think. So, comes up there, calls play on now, spinks now for my Ponga, drives this ball up, goes up there, and that's a poor kick straight in the arms there of Danny Irvine. Irvine gets the ball out here, he kicks out, comes out there to Meagle. Meagle will find a kick, that's not 15. Umpire pays it though, comes straight away, comes in the hands here of Cameron Hutchins. He doesn't know what to do. He goes over there and finds Colwell. Colwell plays on quickly, slipped over there, turns around, hasn't got the ball, turns around, picked up there, handball goes back, over to Proud. Proud's handball goes out there, goes off there, finds his player quickly out there in Sampson. Sampson goes out wide and signs Trevina. Trevina for my Ponga Selix. He goes out wide, finds his player out there in Kelly. So Kelly, they're hitting the targets, but they're more than 15 metres. He goes out, finds his player coming out there, and I reckon that's Jaden Scott.
Chance here for another goal.
Yep, Jaden Scott's kicked the goal. He was the unidentified player we had in the first quarter, Kevy, so we got him. If he rattles this one on, acute angle, it's very sharp angle. He's going to kick from probably 37. He'll come in, 47, I'm sorry. Goes in there, dries up, hangs it all up there, goes out there. Minor score only though, so for a minor score, my Ponga Selix go to 5 goals, 3 goals to Wollonga on the FPH scoreboard.
20-minute mark now of the second quarter as the ball's brought back in again. It's a high kick over there, gone the distance. Now there's players over there everywhere at the moment from
Carroll, wasn't it?
It's gone across there to 8. There's Kempster. Kicks it back into centre again.
Hedger.
And it's gone Hedger. Making just just keeping it off out here, and they're going to miss it in a minute. Anyway, Kennedy's got it, one of the Kennedys anyway, and down the ground that goes, and Waiponga there, the chance player slipped over, and he had a chance to get away with it, but he couldn't. The problem here, I think, and they've gone for holding the ball, and the ball turnover now will go to...
Should go to Carroll. He was the one that laid the tackle, not the six. The ball was out the back, so
it's going to Chalmers.
How the player at the back that didn't lay the tackle can get the kick gets me.
I don't know. Carroll said, I probably had enough, so you can have one.
Yeah, it's true. He probably doesn't care. I suppose he just wants one next week, doesn't he?
Yeah. Anyway, in goes Chalmers.
Elliot.
Chalmers now has put the ball on the boot, and
looks
like it's pretty good, and that's gone through for another goal.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Got ourselves 22 minutes gone, so we're into time on.
Now, yep.
Up they goes, in the centre comes up. Mills gets it once again, comes out to Kennedy. Kennedy spins around for Maiponga Sellex, kicks it down low. Spinks tries to get to it. Kelly goes down onto it. Picked all up there, comes out there now to Kelly. Kelly turns around, he gets over, comes over there. Willunga on top there, comes over the top Carroll, and there gets a ball up on the forward flank position here, right by the boundary. So they set the Whitford for Maiponga, Mills for Willunga. Up they go. Big smash there by Kennedy. Handball comes out, misses Proud, touched. He got lucky there because it just got touched by Carroll, otherwise it would have been a free kick. Missed with the handball, wasn't quick enough with it. In it goes. Up they go. Mills gets it once again. Kennedy comes out. He throws it out. Goes up. Burdett gets it. He goes over to Meagle. Meagle goes out. Kicks the ball up forward. Too far though, I reckon. Maiponga almost took it. Can't. Colwell gets it. Sock it off the ground by Maiponga. Goes up forward. Comes out to Altus. Altus can't get to it. Turns around. Hope tries to pick it all up for Willunga. He gets wrapped up and will be on that forward flank. Far side this time. For Maiponga Sellex,
really struggling at the moment.
Yeah, that's Kennedy. It's not a good sign for him. Twisted right ankle, so he's rolled that and he's in big pain. Up it goes up on there. Forward lumps. Bass goes up and he takes it for Willunga. One hand tapped it down and gets it. So Bass drives it up now. Over they goes, over off on there. And that's the first mark there to Haskett, off to Colwell. Colwell drives off, sets it up to forward line there, out to there, and that's an easy mark there to Darcy Scott for Willunga, right in front of goal. You turn around right at the point of the kick-out zone there.
Ben Kennedy's in a bit of trouble there at the moment.
Yeah.
He might overcome it though.
Yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes. It depends how bad, but he was... he wasn't, he was had it onto it, so they might be right. So there it goes. Willunga comes in, gets the reply quickly out there.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Umpire now is ready to get play underway again. Up it goes, and it's knocked down there by Harrison Mills. Now here's a chance now for
Meagle gone.
Meagle to
just get away with it.
He does get away with it, but anyway, should be picked up out here now by.
Beautiful smother
off the boot, and Willunga really having a go out.
Scott again, handball's over. Oh, he could have lined up.
Hutchins.
Burn it.
He had a player just about standing there by himself then, and it's a minor score only, so.
Man, that could be nasty for him.
Yeah, goes to 4 goals, 3. on our FPA scoreboard.
My Ponga Selix with the ball to bring it back in. Goes out the far side. And that goes out there. Would have been.
Oh, here's another go.
Hedger. Hedger comes off. His kick goes over the bus, but it's picked up there by Hedger, who mixed his ball up. Picked his mistake out there, and he gets it. He's still in that back pocket though. Umpire calls him play on. So now he goes, drives that down the wing. Up they go. Up at the top, can't come over. Goes over the back, off hands, goes over the boundary line. Free boundary throw in on the wing position, far side. So we've got 26 minutes gone. It's the same time as what was in the first quarter. So we've got a little bit extra time here. Umpire sets himself. In it goes. Up they go. Turns around. Comes off the ground. Hope can't get to it. Picks it up there. Goes out there quick. There goes the siren. So time it goes out there is 26 again, Kevy. So 27 in onto it. So at half time here on the FPA scoreboard, Willunga now go to 4-3 to my Ponga Selix on 6-3. So the picked up there was 1 goal less for my Ponga Selix. So the goal kickers so far for Willunga, Brad Haskett with 1, Job Colwell with 1, Darcy Scott with 2. For my Ponga Selix, we have Ryan Kelly with 2, singles to Elliot Chalmers, Connor Sampson, Hassan Ahmat Watkins and Jaden Scott. We got the halftime hub, Kevy, so yes. I'll get you to set up. This is 90.1 Happy FM, is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Fleurieu furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field.
And our guest, Terry Corcoran, the president of the Great Southern Football League. We got you away from your halftime drink.
Yeah. Well,
Terry, how's that?
I can drive home safely.
You reckon?
Kev.
Anyway, good on you. Well, Terry, we'd like to know a little bit more about you than what we do. We know that you've been the president now for 4 years.
Yep.
And this is your last year, is it?
Yes, on the December the 5th I'll finish at the AGM. And
then you're a free man again. You don't have to worry about people ringing you up.
I don't know. I'll still be around in one way or another, but I'm standing down.
Standing down to have a bit more free time.
A bit more free time.
So your wife can have a bit more free time.
And travel, yeah.
Fair enough with it anyway. But Terry, how did you get involved with sport to start with? Obviously you're a bit like me, you're more interested in sport than schoolwork.
Yeah, you've heard about that, yeah. No, as a young lad, I lived 100 yards behind the Glenelg Oval, and obviously always wanted to play for the Bays and all that sort of thing. First started at Glenelg Primary School playing in Year 7, and then went on to, as a 14-year-old, I played and trained with the Glenelg Junior Colts under 17s. And
that's a long time ago, the Junior Colts, isn't it?
Yes, a long time ago for me too, yeah. But as a 14-year-old, I trained all year. I had a fantastic coach in a guy called Len Fitzgerald, who everyone would know. And he taught me a lot about kicking styles and so forth. And
was he at Glenelg?
At Glenelg, this is at Glenelg. He coached Glenelg A grade for a couple of years, and then but then he concentrated on the country, on the young lads, and his sons Wayne and Colin both played Colts and thirds with me in those days. Yeah, right. So that's where it all started. Yeah,
all started there, and it's when you go back on something like that, you think that's a long time ago now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it seems like yesterday sometimes, but the kicks get longer and the goals get more. But that's about all. Yeah, the same old thing. But
you're a better kick than you ever were.
Well, I wasn't a bad kick. Yeah.
So okay, that's where you started. But how did you get involved with senior football?
Well, I went through the ranks with Glenelg and played Colts and thirds through there, and then went into the reserves list of second 18s, as it was called back then. And I played a combination of second 18s for Glenelg and what we called C grade, which was Glenelg Tigers in the Glenelg Southwest Association. We used to rotate between that. And then in 1974 I went down with a number of Glenelg players who went down to Christie's Beach with Bluey Witten, who was Ian Witten, who was the coach down there, and tried a season out there. Did my knee in badly in about round 12, I think it was, from memory, and that was the last football match I played for a number of years.
Was it? Well, how long were you really out of it for that?
Well, I gave footy away basically because in those days when they operated on your knee, they operated on your knee. They took everything out and put nothing back in. But so I went from about 11.5 stone wringing wet to about 15 stone very quickly.
Hung out dry.
Hung out dry. But, and then I got involved with umpiring.
Yeah, but did you play any league football?
No, only played a few trial games. That was all.
A few trial games.
But, it was a pretty good team back then with Neil Kearney coaching.
I was going to say you'd have had a bit of opposition then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but I played in groups of thirds, and I ruck rove to a guy called Peter Carey who helped me out immensely.
But he wouldn't have done that, would
he? He helped me out greatly. He'd give me 25 possessions, I probably stuffed up about 15 of them. But no,
Carey was a legend down there, wasn't he?
Well, even we used to call him Baby Huey in the thirds. The thirds being the under 19s in those days.
He was a big bloke then, wasn't he?
He was big boy. Yeah. Talented man.
So that's probably, well, these days you'd have probably been out for 12 months, I suppose, and back in again, wouldn't you?
Probably shorter than that nowadays. Yeah. 6 weeks before you could drive a car now. Back then I could hardly drive a car for months.
So those knees and that you had along the way, are there injuries now that if you look back on them, you think, well, I could have done a lot better than that if it wasn't for them, don't you?
Oh, yes and no. I mean, injuries come as part and parcel, I suppose, and at the time it was just one of those things you accepted and got on with it. But no, I was saved by a guy called Reg Burgess who umpired, and you'd probably know Reg from your umpiring days.
Yes.
And he convinced me to come out to the as a boundary umpire with the Combined Southern League Umpires panel back in 1976, I think it was.
That was about when I got to know you, I think, around that stage.
About then,
That's when the panel started up their own umpires.
Yeah, it was a couple of years after the 74, I think they started, and I went there in about 76.
Well, they say everything happens for a reason, so probably your knee
well, I got fitter.
Held you up a little bit, but it got you fitter though.
I got fitter, yeah. I used to wear a big knee bandage, but it was skin coloured, so it didn't show too much, but my vanity kicked in there.
Get a paintbrush or something, did you? But now obviously you come from a big sporting family. I mean,
my brother played. My brother played league for Glenelg and South Adelaide. He played a couple of league games, but he was mainly a second 18s player in those days as well. My two other brothers both excelled at baseball, of all things. My brother Jim played Claxton Shield 100 years ago, and my brother Alan was a very good baseballer as well. And he moved away from home earlier in the years. He was a jackaroo in Hallett with the Murray family in Hallett, and he played for Hallett Football Club. But yeah, just mainly the Glenelg. Then I went over to Chrissy's Beach for that one season, and then I had a couple of years break, or a year or so break, and went into umpiring for 6 years, 7 years.
And was it a good move?
Well, I think for me it was. It kept me involved with football. Got me a lot fitter. I came back to 11.5 stone again. You wouldn't know that now, but back then I did. Yeah.
So it's one of those things, isn't it? That if you're going to sit down and worry about yourself not being able to do what you want to do, that's football. The umpiring thing worked pretty well, because I think you did an A-grade grand final. I
did, yes, down in Southern League back in 1982, I think, 81 or 82, I can't remember now. And after that, I actually retired from the umpires panel and went to Wollonga Football Club as their assistant coach and fitness coach. As I said, you wouldn't know that now, but
fitness coach.
Back then it was okay, and I was their fitness coach and an assistant coach to Kevin Poulter.
So that's after umpiring, is it?
Yeah. I finished with the grand final. That was my last game.
If you were there with Poulter, he would have told you how to umpire.
Yeah, he was
he
very
told
helpful.
Everybody else how to umpire.
Very helpful, old Kev. Yeah, the Duck. He was good. And, great footballer and great male medalist with Galway. And but he was a fantastic coach for Wollonga. And in 1984 we went top, and that was sort of shook off the rattles from the 64th premiership side. There was a big 20-year gap, but that was the start of the club.
Then after that, you thought, well, everything else is too hard, you'll take on administration.
Well, I made a blue. Michael Quillian was the secretary in those days, and he wasn't the secretary. He was played reserves in A-grade football, and just convinced me to go to the AGM one night. And I came home as president, and he came home as secretary. So that was the start of my administration years.
That was where at
Wollonga.
At Wollonga?
I became president for the 2 years.
That was before you joined Great Southern?
Well, I was one of the instigators of moving down. We got 99, or actually 100 years if you speak to Jerry Lutz from we joined.
Depends how you work out the 100 years, doesn't it?
But we were there for 100 years, and one of the foundation members, actually not only of the Southern Football League, but Wollonga was a foundation member of what we now know as Sandful. They played in the first parts of the Sandful competition. So they're a historic club.
Well, I think they're, second or third oldest?
I think they're the second oldest in South Australia of continuous functioning, yeah.
Mm. Oh, well, that's... And then you decided that you'd join Great Southern.
Yeah, I spoke to Herman Lucas and yourself, as you know, and said we'd do 4 years. That was the guarantee, and we've done the 4 years, and I think we've had a fairly successful run there. And with COVID, that really, as we caused a lot of concerns. But the championship was a bit of feather in our cap as well, and I think we achieved a lot with that.
Well, that worked really well.
It didn't it? Fantastic, and actually it reset the way they do championships now. With having the two ovals rather than having them back-to-back ovals and looking for mega places. The Encounter Bay and Victor Harbour thing worked very well because the clubs got involved and they did a very good job.
Probably the Whyalla was very similar, wasn't it?
Whyalla was very similar, yeah. They're actually further apart, but
not that far though.
No, but it was a good setup, and with the girls' football we needed the two ovals, and girls' football's been another feather in our cap in the last 5 or 6 years, and I think the league's in a very healthy state.
Yeah, well, the way they took on running the country championships.
I think
in Great Southern, and Southern, that was well, there wasn't too many games in Southern. In fact, there wasn't any games in Southern.
It was actually a Great Southern Football League tender, and Southern came along for the ride. I'll say that with tongue in cheek.
They're not listening.
No, well, hopefully they might. But no, I think both Todd Butler and Grant Levy, as he was at Victor at that stage, did a fantastic job, and their volunteers and that all got behind it, which made a big difference.
Yeah, you really need support with that.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work.
I think that the Victor Football Club did all right out of it. They got themselves a
cricket pitch,
down there, but probably that was never going to happen.
Well, it pushed them a bit, but they were fantastic in those sort of situations, and I think the league has got some of the best ovals going around at the moment with facilities, etc.
Yeah, so okay, so what do you intend to do now? You're not going to be a...
I've got a couple of things. I'll still be around, I suppose, but basically I might even become a goal umpire. Kev, how about that? We'll get back to the panel.
Fair enough.
Finish on a high note.
Finish on a high note. You're slowly slipping down through them.
No. You never know. I'll find something to do, but it'll be football in some way, shape or form.
Well, thanks very much for
My
your
pleasure,
time
Kevin.
today.
No
We're
worries,
sorry
mate.
about keeping you away from the
drinks. No,
drinks
that's all
down
right.
the bar.
Gordon's here, I think.
Is
So
he?
they'll be
Oh,
able to-
well, there'll be plenty of time for that.
No worries. Thanks
All
very
right,
much.
thanks, Terry, and good
Pleasure.
luck to you, whatever you decide to do.
I'll be in touch.
That, well.
Happy FM's Halftime Hub, brought to you by FP Ag. We're in your field. FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Flurio, we're in your field. Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Flerio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Hebra.
Underway here, we go up under here, onto the, comes out Wollonga, quickly into attack, comes around here through into Liam Nye. Nye goes forward, there's defence and out through Hedger. So underway in the last half here for the preliminary final, comes out here now to Thomas Carroll on the back flank from Myponga Selix. Burdett on the mark, goes off, he goes in short, finds Spinks. Spinks turns around, goes out wider and backwards, and he goes right out the other side of the ground, and he finds his player in Hedger. So he turns around, he comes back in, drives it back in, he comes back once again. Comes off, up on the back flank here, comes out here and finds this player out here in Levi Proud. They've had about 5 kicks and they've gone from full back to the forward flank, to the back flank and back to the pocket, and he turned around. So Proud drives it all up, clubroom side, right in front of it, spoiled by his own mate, goes over the back, quickly picked up there, goes forward, goes off, too far, over the head, Irvine can't get back into it, gets tackled up, comes off onto it, picked up quickly there by Myponga, turns around, goes off, soccers that one across, straight across goals, and it goes out of bounds, untouched, and will be a free kick to Wollonga in the back pocket.
And may get yourself a free kick, isn't it?
Yeah, turn
the ball
around.
go out of bounds in front of you from the kick out, from the kick back in.
Hoke.
It's gone out there to Hoke. Hoke's marked the ball, kicks it further down the ground, and they went straight through the Wollonga's players' fingers as he went in to mark the ball on the far side of the ground, but it was touched before it went across the boundary line. Boundary umpires got hold of it. Comes in now to throw it in. In it comes, another great throw in from the boundary umpires down there. Here's Myponga coming through with a loose, and this could end up being right for Myponga.
Probably a bit unlucky there. It goes into Kelly's got it, but the Wollonga player fell down. Trouble is he was held onto and the ball hit the ground, and then he slapped it away, and the umpire said, like last night's in the final of the AFL, you put the ball on the ground, and so he's pinged him for holding the ball.
So that's number 16 from Myponga out there with it.
Kelly.
Kelly, the captain, and Kelly.
time here that both these sides are not looking very impressionable. So in the centre, up she goes out there. Mills gets it again, comes over Burdett this time. Burdett for Wollonga. There's that floating kick. He hasn't kicked well. Out comes
it was
big
it was a
Bass
good.
there, and he can't get it, and he gets a free kick here
His
too.
foot got in the way then of the ball.
Gets over to it. We got onto there 30. Can't pick up who he is, Kevy.
30 something, I think. Can't see
Wait
him.
for him
He's
to go
right,
up. Yeah,
right in the wrong spot
can't
there.
pick up who he is either. So it's got to be. Could be Jukers.
I'll look for his number there. And you
Yep. Comes in. He's going to be
going.
kicking from at least 45. Goes out, drives this ball, hangs it. It looks good. The umpire comes back, turns around, comes around, gets onto it. Turn around. 36. It is Jukers and.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
It's going to happen next week.
Yeah,
to
well,
either of them.
I think at the moment, if they're watching this, McLaren
They'll
would be rubbing their hands together, wouldn't they? But,
I would say so.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. A week's a long time in football, Trev.
Yep. Balls
Anyway,
now.
now the ball's come out. There's a chance out there for. Well, now the ball's just pushed across. That's gone straight to the opposition as well. And that
Meagle.
was Meagle bringing it back in again, and they'll go across the goals with it. Ball's gone out over here to Cock. Cock kicks it further down, and not only does he kick it
Ooh, we got that one. Good mark. Spinks.
Yeah. Oh, I think the boundary umpire got it right. Anyway,
He's hurt his knee down to there, so
and the mark has been taken down there by Dallets. Oh, he's got an injury out there, and coming up, if they get through to the grand final, they don't want 2 players missing from out their side. And down it comes out here. Flintham's got hold of it now, and Flintham put the ball on the boot and get it down. Off hands it goes again. That player thought he might have tried to con the umpire into thinking he had marked it, but he hadn't. It was another one that had marked it. And now the umpire will throw it up. So it's on the half forward line out there now for my Ponga.
Oldest
One of them, isn't it?
stole that one, didn't he? But couldn't get away.
Took it out of his hands, yeah. Anyway, Popperwell throws it back up again.
Proud, dropped it.
Oh, he's dropped it.
Yep.
Holding the ball, says the umpire, and the free kick out there goes
Rennie.
to Rennie. He's taken a long time, the umpire, making play on, and this is just hugging the boundary line.
Oh, Bash has got it on the stomach.
Now Basque, he's a fairly long kick in sometimes when he wants to be, and there down it goes. Some balls on the ground now, and the player there has grabbed hold of each other, and the umpire calls it squits. More my Ponga players there than Wollonga players. They seem to be around the ball a lot more thicker than what the others are. Anyway, there goes my Ponga with it out.
Spinks
Now,
again.
and nearly got it, didn't quite get it though, but this will please Wollonga because they might get it away here though, they don't.
It's in the back to Rennie.
And so if it didn't get away with it, they're going to get a free kick for it.
Yeah, just rode him down
Rennie.
in the back.
And Rennie will be the, what was it?
Aldous.
Aldous, yeah. Aldous with the ball. And he could just, well, you should be able to put that one through from there.
Well, experienced player, you would think he would, Kevy. He's only going to be... the man on the mark's probably about the 30, isn't he?
Yeah, well, no, probably
It's just out from
Just
that
out,
second
yeah.
one.
comes in, puts the ball there. The umpire likes it well and truly clears his head down there.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
So goes back in, up they go down, comes back out. Wollonga now trying to push forward, comes out there to Burdett. Burdett hand goes out again, comes around to Altus. He goes over, turns around, finds out, comes back in, sidesteps, comes out wide, finds his player out there quickly in Liam Nye. Turns around, the handball goes over to his player in crime there, Sam Rennie. Sam Rennie goes up, and that's a strong mark there to Wollonga. And that one comes up here is to Darcy Scott. Well, Darcy Scott standing up for Wollonga. He's turned around. We normally put it around into the players there of Brad Haskett or Jake Stanfield, but they really haven't done much up forward, and it's all been up to Darcy Scott. He's going for his third, 2 in the second quarter. Line straight up in front. Easy angle goes, hangs back, umpire comes back. Good indication there.
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale Quarry Direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
Alex would be getting a little bit worried. Up they go, leg goes out, comes down there. Wollonga get it though, comes around quickly, finds out the centre there, goes up there, Bass too far, comes over there, tried to claim the mark, but it was off the hands in front, turns around, comes around quickly out there to Ogilvie. Ogilvie pushes the ball around in the pocket, comes over to Spinks. Spinks gives it up, comes back out again, goes to his player, comes out there. Mills sits in under this one, hits it all down. Burdett comes around, turns around, goes down onto it in the back, and it's a free kick here to Wollonga in Miles Warmington. Warmington gets back into here quickly, goes over, and getting a bit of noise, interference coming up, comes over, the handball comes over there by Maiponga, goes back around into it, comes back out again. Sits around, handball goes out quickly out through there, and Ogilvie goes off to his running player going past, finishes up onto it. Handball comes from Meagle. Meagle goes out to wing again, drives it up in Wollonga, floating up high, out they go, shove out the back there by Jakey Haskett, and he couldn't get away. Maiponga wrap it all up there in the back flank. Turn around, Maiponga Selix, kicking to the right of screen. Turn around, goes off into it, goes around, turns, comes in onto it, goes off, goes further around, gets out onto it, goes out wider. Maiponga now plays off quickly out in the back flank out there, and Connor Sampson. Sampson goes out, pushes all around, up onto the wing position, comes out there. Wollonga trying to push it all over, goes over the boundary line. With the FBA scoreboard 7-3 apiece, Kevy.
Oh, she's all tied up here now. Just early in the third term of the preliminary final here at Strathalbyn. Umpire throws it in, the boundary umpire that is. Here's a chance now for the ball to come out loose. It does come out loose, and my Ponga player there dives through with it, and the umpire saying, "Oh, what's he going to do? He's going to come in and throw it up." I thought he ran in then, he might have been going to pay a free kick to someone, but he wasn't. Anyway, knocked down, and Burdett picks up another one. It's about his fourth kick in a very short time out there at the moment.
Oh, should be FID. He has. He's picked
him down, yeah. And the free kick will go out there to Liam Nye. He put it down, and if he's a left footer coming through here, he's okay. And the ball will come out or the from Wollonga. Miles Warmington was throwing around like a rag doll. Then on the ground he goes, and the umpire says, "I'll throw it up again." And it's just inside 50 down there for Wollonga. There's a player there who tried to pick it up from Wollonga, picked it up, threw him on the ground, and that player was number 9 there, in Liam Nye. Umpire throws it up again, knock it up behind him, and here's a chance now for that one there was Hoffman. Hoffman got the hand pass back, and there's a good strong mark being taken. He's just too far out. The umpire calls into play on. This will go almost into the goal square down there, and off hands it goes. Can the player there pick it up? He'll pick it up. He'll run out of bounds. No, he doesn't run out of bounds. He runs in as a shot for goal, but sadly a stray out there, and Wollonga hit the front for about the first time today, I think it is. That's 7 goals 4 to 7 goals 3 by my Ponga Select, so it's 1 point ahead for Wollonga.
Wait for the ball to come back here now by my Ponga Selects. Wollonga is starting to show some fight here now. Comes back in, sets all up, taking their time now, drives it out right outside the 50, goes out there wide, spoilt there by young over by Wollonga over there in Hoke, and it goes over the boundary line for a throw in on the forward flank, still for Wollonga. Far side of the ground though. Up they go. Ruckman goes up, slapped out there by my Ponga, comes over the back, socket off the ground there by Kelly for my Ponga. Picked up quickly out there to Jaden Scott, goes forward for my Ponga, turns around, goes out wide, turns around, comes out there, goes out there. Armat puts it all back, but his handball went too far, so surely that's got to be a kick. It must have been touched over there, but it was a handball over the head, and the umpire signalled out, so it must have been touched, so it was certainly there. Throw in, right on that forward flank though. Up they go. Mills goes up, thumps it away, goes off, rolling over, more towards the wing this time for another throw in. Turn around. What you don't see in a lot of these games is that people, we don't have ruckmen where they feed them down to your running players, do they? They just sort of more content just to bang it to a spot.
Or bang it onto the ground.
Yeah, they just thump
it.
Yeah, a lot of teams. Up it goes there. Kelly goes up, comes out the back, picked up beautifully by Wollonga. Handball got away, picked up beautifully there. Turns around, kicks up, comes up, over there. Can't get under it this time. Picks it all up, and Darcy Scott, got one high, didn't see it. Comes out to Proud. Proud turns around, he wraps himself up. Turns around, goes over, kicks over here to Spinks and turns around, Spinks smacks into Warmington, and we got 25 metre. Uncalled for, he had it on his chest, no need to run in, the umpire indicating, saying the same thing. So there's going to be another 25 here because he's standing up. He's still 5 metres and too far. Warmington goes out there, up there, too far above the head there of Haskett. Turns around, handball goes back to my Ponga Select, comes over, up there, Spinks goes up and grabs it in front of Burdett and Samar. Back flank, turns around and gets up here. Clubroom side though, goes in, finds his player quickly there, and that's Elliot Chalmers. Chalmers goes out wide. I reckon that's Cock out there. Goes around right there quickly into Samuel Kennedy. Kennedy goes out and finds Cock. So I knew he was out there somewhere. Comes in, drives this ball up. My Ponga Selects ahead, goes up, over the back it goes. Fins up there with Irvine. Irvine with the ball for Wollonga. Goes out there and finds his player out there in Warmington. Sorry, McDonald it was, 11, not Warmington. So McDonald, he goes back. He turns around, so they've messed this one up. Comes back out there to Irvine. Irvine goes forward again. They've gone exactly where they were before. Turns around, goes up, over the back. My Ponga. Both of them walked away thinking the other one was going to go to it and gets into it. Mills gets it, pushes the ball back. Tackle goes, comes out there, straight over to my Ponga. They go out there and Hutchison. Hutchison goes off and Altus gets it for Wollonga. Handball goes over the back, picks up his player there, comes around quickly. Handball's off into the inside, finds his player quickly into there. Goes along there, up into the forward flank this time. Colwell over the back, grabs it. Wollonga right on their 50, forward flank. Drives up, puts it all up. It's favouring my Ponga here, goes over the back. Tackle comes in, good. Umpire comes in. Umpire Popplewell comes in, be a ball up. Clark got caught with it right in the gold teeth here for Wollonga though. In they come now. Sets themselves up. Up they go. Smashed out. Goes over the top. Goes around. Wollonga tried to drag it back. Myponga pushing it across. Steps through for another minor score. So they go on the scoreboard now to 7-5 Wollonga, 7-3 to Myponga Sellicks. And we've got a player down.
Another injury.
Yep.
36 out
That's
there
the
with
other.
an injury.
Sam Kennedy. I haven't noticed whether his brother come back.
No, I don't think he's... I was just looking then. His brother doesn't appear to be back. So, I mean, they're in a bit of trouble, aren't they, now, with injuries?
Yeah, well, both the
Especially
Kennedys.
running injuries. We've got both the Kennedys out.
It's not good for me. They're two of the better players. Well, I see Kennedy's up now, so umpire calls time on, back on again. So he comes out and he finds Proud here, certainly right out here in the forward pocket. Burdette goes back for Wollonga to stand the mark. Comes over. Looking there now, drives off. Proud brings the ball in, goes up too far, over the top it goes. Spinks gets it, he gets wrapped up, he goes down, and the umpire has to come in. And it'll turn around and be a ball up on the forward flank.
He never had much
Wollonga.
time to get rid of that, did
No, he had the arm pinned and go out, he could only drop it. So it goes up under there. Whitford gets the ball out for Myponga, goes over, kicked up beautifully over there, goes out to Hutchins for Wollonga. He goes forward, goes over, misses that one. Hutchins gets he's had 3 points, so he hasn't got his boot on today, Kevy. So 7 goals, 6 goes to Wollonga, leading Myponga Sellicks 7-3 on the FBX
it's
scoreboard.
only 3 shots, it's only 3 points though, so a goal will soon fix that. There's Myponga now. They come over the clubroom side with it, and they almost straight down the oval it goes from there, and they got the numbers out there now. If they want them, that's Myponga. They
Cock.
do. It's gone out over there to Cock. Cock gets it across to his teammate over there. Oh, there's a player out here, miles
Samson,
out by
that
himself.
was over.
That was a bad bounce then. Fixed him, didn't it? That one bounce. But anyway, here's another
Sampson.
one coming down there. This is Connor Sampson.
How far's he ran?
About half a mile, didn't he?
And he's missed it.
Gee, that was a metre or 2 over, wasn't it? Anyway, there's another point. That one goes there to Myponga Sellicks. They're 7-4, Wollonga 7-6.
So Wollonga with the ball. Should be out there. That should be McDonald. Comes back in, drives this ball out the far side, goes out wide, gets up there. Can't get on there, and Bass has got interfered with, and he gets a free kick for Wollonga. So Bass on the back flank. Now he gets a 25.
Oh no, I think that's for not throwing the ball to him.
Yeah.
I think he walked backwards when the ball
Well,
was thrown
that's just
to him.
mean it bounced at his feet, didn't it? So it's pretty tough. So anyway, goes around. Wollonga now come in, turns around, finds out there, and he finds his player quickly in Sam Rennie. So we've got Thomas Carroll right on the 50-metre arc there. So Rennie will have to kick from outside of that. Umpire calls time back on.
He's going to waste a bit of time now. You got a long time to hang on to this lead, though.
Yep. So turns around and goes into it. Starts to come in now. He'll probably just set this one up in the gold teeth. It does. It's dropping quickly. Over the top goes up there. Myponga goes up. Socket off the ground there. And I reckon that's Wollonga's got it. It's the big boy, Bassy, was it? The umpire's looking.
Bass put his boot in the
Yep.
way.
It's a
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Yeah, so well, they kick 1 goal, 1 so far, Myponga Sellicks this quarter.
Umpires throws the ball up again in the centre. Down it comes. Here's a chance out here for Spinks to pick the ball up. He can't pick it up though. And the ball will be thrown up again. Another player out here, I think, with an arm problem too.
Myponga's free kick.
That was That's Job Colwell, and he's having a pretty good day too. As the umpire's about to call play on, surely he's going to call it sooner or later. And that was the player there with the ball who kicked it was number 35,
Sam Kennedy. So he's up and about.
He's okay now. Well, he may not be okay, but he's back on the field. And there goes the ball down there. Well, that was almost a mark taken down there. I think they're going to play
Hoffman. No, she's over the boundary line.
Over the boundary line.
Yeah, Hoffman hasn't done much, has he? Hasn't done much these finals, actually.
No, I was going to say Hoffy's from after not a bad start to the year. I think he sort of faded away. So there's a player there. Proud had pushed it over there. Flintham, he's tried to do as much as he can out there, and yeah, I think if I was McLaren now, you'd be preparing a
celebration. They get out of themselves, Kevin. We've talked about that before.
But I mean, the way they're going now with their injuries, I think they're going to either of these two, if they happen to get there.
So Colwell with the ball for Wollonga, drives this ball in again, goes out. There goes the hand in the back. Umpire getting away with it there. Haskett gets to it. Haskett spins around, bounces once, drives it all up. Silly little kick around, goes straight out there to Hedges for Maiponga. Goes over to Kennedy. Kennedy goes out again, pushes the ball up the back flank. Mills gets his fist to it. She goes towards the boundary line and turns around, comes back in. But Mills gets a handball, goes in. Goes on to Stanfield. Stanfield to Colwell. Colwell for the Wollonga. Goes forward. Up they go. Coming out quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Looked a bit high, but it has.
Just a little.
And he's going to get 25. So, up they come. Turn around. Popplewell jumps in there telling the players to get out of it. It's not his job to do that. Turns around, so they come out here. Proud gets the ball from Maiponga Selix. Goes up. He's got his player on the wing, up the flank here. And that comes over here to Kelly. Kelly now with the ball, drives it out. They're playing wide though, goes up further again, up and down, comes over, picks all out there. Spinks gets it, goes over the line, and it's in the forward pocket here for Maiponga Selix though, and they turn around for a boundary throw in. Well, we got ourselves, was it 26 minutes gone, Kev, isn't it? So
well, I didn't write down the stuff.
So 26 gone onto it, goes up and down, comes out through there, goes out there. Kelly says touch ball, so the umpire saws play on, comes back in there. Mills gets it, he gets swung around, thrown down, picks up by Carroll. Carroll from Maiponga goes forward, and in front is Hoke. He's played some good games, this lad out there. So for Wollonga in all the finals, he goes out, finds his player out quickly there in Liam Nye. Nye goes forward, and Hoffman finally takes a mark. I reckon that could be his first. Goes off, drives it up forward now, goes out there. Further out there is Haskett. Haskett picks the ball up, the whistle's gone, and it's a free kick to Maiponga. Well, that went around for a bit. Comes round to Clark. Clark in the back flank here for Maiponga. Gets in onto it. Comes around, goes into it. We've got 27 minutes gone here. It turns around, comes up, and the umpire's blown his whistle, and it's going to be a free kick to Wollonga. They're going Chrissy Crossies here. We don't know what's going on. Comes out quickly here to Warmington. Warmington puts back up again. Back they go. Haskett gets it out. Handballs it out quickly. Goes around onto there. Goes right to full forward. Darcy Scott can't get to it. Maiponga Selix gets it. Darcy Scott kicks it off the ground. He's turned around. He's come to the umpire, seen it, and he's given it a hook.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Now Maiponga Selix 7-4, and they might be in a little bit of strife.
They've had a very good third quarter at the moment. Ball now's again taken out there by Wollonga, and there's a free kick going here to
Spinks.
Spinks.
He's probably played their best,
he's played very well today. And the ball's come down now. The ball is at the back of the pack. Boy, That was a...
Oh, there's that big one just again. That's Trevina again. Now he's getting a bit aggro. Now there's another player going out holding his head. And the siren goes. So whilst things get out onto there, we'll let that go on to them. So we'll sort out 3/4 times here at the Strathalbyn ground, and we have Willunga 9-6 to Myponga Select 7-4 on the FPAG scoreboard. And we'll quickly go through the scores here for Willunga: Daniel Bass, Braden Aldous, Brad Haskett, Job Colwell, Danny Jukers with the singles, Darcy Scott with 4, Myponga Selects, Ryan Kelly with 3, singles 2, Elliot Chalmers, Connor Sampson, sorry folks, Hassan Armat Watkins and Jaden Scott. This is 90.1 Happy FM is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Florio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Hebra.
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Florio, we're in your field.
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Florio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Hebra.
Live back on air here, so we turn around and get up there. The players are still in their huddle here. We had a little tote-to-tote out there at the just on right on the break there, and they finally calmed down to get down into things. So we turn around. They are certainly going to take up to here. So at this moment, we have the players behind 9-6. Willunga have come to the fore now to Myponga Select 7-4. So it's a 2-goal-2 break to Willunga, and they've got their tails up, so they will be hard to beat,
It looks
Kevin.
like over there with the umpires, we've got someone over there laying the law down a bit, taking them out a drink, but anyway, It might be a part of the umpires panel.
Yeah, I would say so, because that's normally all that goes over there.
You would think. Yeah.
I see running in there at the same time now is Scott Ogilvie, the captain, so he's obviously asking the umpires some question to go on with it. So so it goes back to it. So he's having a big discussion. If the captain's allowed to. So
I wonder if they've reported somebody.
Don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah.
I mean, with all those punches thrown down there, it'd be pretty hard, wouldn't it?
Well, that's exactly right. Normally when you get that one, your best one out is to get the yellow cards and send one from each team out. That sorts them out. You're not picking on one side then. So, but here we go. Umpires are starting to set themselves up. This is the last quarter, and there will be a turnaround. One of these sides will be out for there, and looks like originally there's going to be a free kick immediately in the centre.
Does it? That's going
well, as time starts, and the umpire's giving it back to Wollonga, so there is something going on that we don't know about, folks, and Mills has got the ball. So off they go under here on the last quarter, goes up, goes out there, and they find Tyson Hoffman. Tyson Hoffman turns around and goes up into it and turns around and gets there. So Tyson Hoffman has a go here now at the last quarter here, comes in, drives all up, steps around, plays on, drives this ball in long, wide, it's going to be short, it's going to be wide, comes off hands, kicked over beautifully by the man of the match today, Darcy Scott, number 31.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
Out the centre, and the siren sounded after that. So
no, I'm talking about the three-quarter time siren. Anyway, the umpire throws the ball up, then going down there with the ball. It was the coach again of Maiponga. He doesn't want to finish the season off like this, and that was Tom Carroll. Umpires tossed it up. Ball's in the centre now. Bang.
Another high, and you've seen it. The umpire's seen it. Starting to just unrattle a little bit here.
So all they're doing now is watching out for someone to do some of these niggly little things, and they're going to ping them as they find them.
Oh, straight over the head.
Pack now. There's a over there now. Wollonga.
Lachlan Scott, that was.
Oh, there's a juggle marks being paid down there to Dallets. And now Maiponga now bring the ball down. It's centre wing now. It's over the clubroom side. Nearly a mark taken out there by Maiponga. They couldn't complete it.
Proud.
Though, and it's gone through there to Proud down to the forward line. And this is going to be interesting down here, because if the ball stops before it goes across the boundary line,
it's out. Free kick to Wollonga, and the player's down, and he stays down, and off they go.
Yeah,
Wollonga.
but he just slipped.
Yeah, but he took his time getting up to his feet. And of course Wollonga took off and kicked it to Fencelby out the 50. Up she goes now, out to the wing. Over they goes, up and down, comes out there, can't out there, comes around quickly there to Maiponga. They turn around, gets off inside, comes in out there, picks up on into it, going around into there, goes in. The umpire comes in for a quick pick up there, and it goes off to the centre. Up she goes inside the 50-metre arc, comes out there. Wollonga trying to push the ball forward. Carroll comes into it, can't get to it. Picked up by Maiponga. He goes over and gets in the back, and it'll be a free kick there, and that comes out there quickly to 35 Sam Kennedy. So Sam Kennedy up with the ball. Turns around, drives off now, drives into full forward position. Coming out there is turned around. Spoil coming off beautifully there by Maiponga. Turns around, goes off, quickly comes around, pushed out through there by... goes over on there to Cameron McDonald. He goes out and he finds Birdad on the back flank. Drives out there, goes over. He finds out and he finds Colwell. So they're picking it all up, going on into it. So going round. comes out, handball over to Burdett. Burdett drives this ball up on the flank, goes over, and that's a poor kick, not his standards at all. And he turns around, and it goes in the back there and goes off to Hedges. Hedges comes in and finds Kennedy again. So Maipunga trying to make some inroads here. So he turns around and goes on. Comes out onto there, comes out wide, over the head of it, goes up there, turns around, runs into that one there with Scott Ogilvie. He gets wrapped up on the forward flank here for a ball-up clubroom side. So I turn around, still behind here now. Maipunga and Sellex have to make a big move up here. Up they go. Mills gets it, pushes the ball down, comes back out there, straight around into there in Kempster. Kempster goes forward, up it comes down. Burdett gets it. Burdett now for Wollonga, drives this ball up, drives out onto it, goes out there and he finds this player in the centre. Turns around, quickly picks up out there, and that was Danny Dukas. Danny Dukas now drives off, kicks all up on the forward flank, going out there, over to, but can't get around with Haskett. Picked around quickly there was Spinks, and he goes back out, finds his player in the forward flank, goes out there, finds him again, and that goes out there to Kempster. Kempster still on the wing. Here. Comes out, he's got 2 on 3 here, goes out, onto it, turns around, that's hanging on, player, let's go, pushes off Proud, goes over to Carroll, Carroll's handball is intercepted, Meagle gets it, handball's off, handball comes back inside, comes out here to Wollonga on the wing, goes out over there, Clifford can't get up to it, and he's got hanging on to, he's got held down to there, and Darcy Scott will get it here now. He turns around, picks up, goes out there, finds his player right in front of the interchange, and that one there is Liam Nye. Nye for Wollonga, telling his players to come across, drives this up into the pocket. Up she goes, Haskett goes up, over the back, Bass gets to it, can't get down, he gets put down, goes out wide, goes out there to Cock. He drops it, turns round, he gets tackled, flicks the ball up, got away with it, running through there. They go out to the wing now, finds his player out quickly there. That one there is Elliot Chalmers. He goes up in the forward lines. Out they come down now. Over the back, Irvine can't get it, comes back over to Maipunga Selleck, swings it over the boot, kicks it out of bounds on the full. So the free kick to Wollonga in the back pocket. Probably go to Burdett, I reckon, right by the scoreboard. And we turn round the FBX scoreboard, Wollonga 10-6, Maipunga Sellex 7-4, Kevy.
Yes, well, Maipunga are going to have to get a move on.
Yeah, we've got only 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, but it's still they got to kick 3.5 goals, don't they? More than the opposition do from now on. So, got the ball now in the back line. That's down there is Wollonga, and now series of hand passes. We'll see the ball go down.
Burdett. Mate, Bass stretched for it down his knees, is it? You don't make a ruckman go down that far.
He's got it now. He's got it over to Burdett. Burdett's just standing there now. He's got those bigger players
Haskett,
now are just pushing the
handball, not good.
Out,
could have kicked it.
Should have
Hoffman.
Anyway, this will be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, the man of the match again. Boy, oh boy, he's got himself wrapped up as the best player.
By a mile.
Oh, he's kicked himself 5, he's going for number 6. What a time to stand up when you got Haskett and Jakey Stanfield that's made a big name for themselves in the forward lines, and he's standing up going for his 6th, Kevy. That's great football.
He's got number 31 and going for 6. He's kicked none in the first quarter, and he's kicked them all the rest since in the last 3.
Doubles in each quarter, hasn't he?
Just about. Well, he will now. Whoa!
He's got it.
He's got it. Yep, and that's gone through, and that has gone through.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power!
Except there's an injury or two I think might be holding them back a bit now. Umpire throws the ball up again, pushes it down, and back they go with it, and the player then slipped over.
Throw. Advantage though.
And here's a chance now down there. The ball comes in, and a good mark down there taken by Matt. And can he kick a goal from there? I think it'll take
a good kick. I think he's
good kick at this time of day. After you've been playing for 3 quarters, your legs will be a bit tired after last week as well. So in he comes now. A little bit too close to the man on the mark there, and the ball's offline anyway. Yeah. And away Hoffman. They go now. Hoffman's got it over to Burdett. Burdett's playing like he's 10 years younger than he was the other day.
Straight over there to Rennie.
And Rennie,
back to
they
Burdett.
can just wax the ball down the side there. They don't have to worry too much at all. They've got a good lead up. The ball's come in again.
Yeah, back and back. They both had 2 touches. Burdett slipped up on the kick.
And the ball goes down to the centre wing and across the boundary line and out of bounds, having been touched.
Yeah, 10 minutes gone, Kevy, so it's eaten away from Iponga Select.
They haven't scored a goal yet, have they?
No.
So
they haven't scored full stop, I don't think.
The umpire tosses the ball in, goes in there, the player there grabbed the ball, lucky to get away with that. And it's, I don't know who that is, because I think they must have changed their jumper. And it's gone down and
kick that one away.
Out of bounds on the full. And nothing's going well for Iponga at the moment, is it?
All just with the kick. He comes in, finds his player in close there in Danny Dukas. So Danny Dukas goes back. Burdett's marshalling his troops around over there. Plays short there if he wants it. Kick goes up. Look at that unchecked player there, straight inside. Looks like he wanted to play on, but he doesn't. Spins around, looking for his player. Goes out there. Reckon that must be Sam Rennie. Sam Rennie goes too far. Comes over. Iponga try to pick it up. They go out there through Cooper Gilbert. He goes over, ducks his head, gets ridden over. Goes out there. The umpire comes in and says, ball up.
Give it to me and I'll throw it up.
Yep, so umpire Popplewell on the 50-metre arc for the forward flank there. Haskett smashes it forward. Proud can't get away with it. Goes over quickly to Rennie. Rennie drives over. Goes over, touched on the line as it goes over for a minor score to Wollonga. They're doing all the attacking. They go to 11 goals, 7 now to Iponga Select's 7-4.
And they kick the ball back in.
Carroll.
And the ball has been marked down there by Thomas Carroll. He gets it over there to his teammate.
Kempster, he is.
Well, they're kicking it over the top of the players. They're not even kicking it to them at the moment. Nothing's working for him, is it? And
Burdett runs through the centre.
Now he's had about his 5th kick this quarter.
Here we go. He's going to waltz into here.
You can't believe this, can you? And the ball now has gone
Bass
straight through the goal, and that is a goal there to
Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies have over 40 years experience in mining and blending soils and organics. We're specialists in turf soils, landscaping and organic blends. Customised washed sands for horse arenas, sports grounds and building sands. We also have a large range of decorative stones, gravels, mulches and pine barks. From car trailers to all truckloads. Wholesale quarry direct. Mount Compass Quarry and Landscape Supplies, 86 Sandmine Road, Mount Compass. Open Monday to Friday 7am to 4pm and Saturday 7am to 11am. Phone 8556 8421.
It's all Wollonga since half time. Up they go back up. Whitford can't get it. Comes out quickly around there to Wollonga. Someone's got a blood one out there in 42. We don't know who that is. I presumed it might have been Mills, but it goes out. So handball comes back into Iponga. Cox gets it. Goes off there to Proud. Proud kicks the ball up. There's their first score. Finally get it. But Proud gets it. It's only a minor one, though, which is not helping them. So on the FPA scoreboard, Wollonga a 12-7 to Iponga Select's 7 goals 5.
I mean, when things are going like this, you're not going to get there, are you? I mean, nothing they do seems to work.
No.
They kick it where there's 2 people, and it goes in the opposite direction just about. Anyway, from the kick in now, Wollonga again have found their personnel in the back pocket.
Burdett.
Now Burdett's got it. I mean, they're just picking them out.
Yep.
picking them out down there like you pick strawberries. And now they got another go. They're on the back of the pack. There's a chance down there for
Kennedy, I reckon.
Kennedy. They try and play on here. Is that going to work? Yes, it may do. That has gone through the goal.
We're waiting for this. Umpire's coming out for some reason. It's a goal. Oh, 15 minutes gone, Kevy, so can't see him really making that back. Still 4 goals too, isn't it?
There'll be another 12
and the Maiponga player was in there not getting out, and the umpire was ready to come in, so free kick to Wollonga. Goes out there, 42 I reckon, must be the Harrison Mills I reckon, because he's gone in a ruck and must have had a blood rule. So Colwell out in that flank, goes off, up to full forward, up the top, over they go, over the top, goes over to Haskett. Haskett gets the ball, bounces, runs away and just sneaks through for a minor score to Wollonga. They go off now, still leading. They go to 12 goals 8 to Maiponga Sellicks 8-5 on the FPAG scoreboard. Maiponga player down at centre half forward and the umpire's holding play up, Kev.
Yeah, don't know why, but anyway, he is. So, a bit lucky, I think, that he felt a bit sorry for it. And Maiponga will bring the ball back into play, which they do.
Big screwy!
That is a big kick, isn't it? It's gone all the way down. Can they get it right down to the goal front? Out comes the ball now, and there's three Wollonga players running at the ball. They'll have to get it here, you'd think.
Got to go free kick here to Maiponga. Bit late coming up there through to Chalmers.
So we should be able to get this right into the goal square anyway.
He's just looking for a pass, isn't he?
Oh,
he's got it.
He got it.
That's Ahmad again, Kevy, 40.
So you can go back and...
He just missed the distance and he's further out, so he's probably got the range.
Yeah, well, he can get 3 or 4 metres inside there, and he does. And that is a long kick, and that one's not bad either, because that has...
It's the same location with Mary and her Victor Harbour team, but the name has changed. Beachside Bedding, next to Hebra Pharmacy, is your local sleep specialist, featuring SA-made bedding from Sealy, Sleep Haven and Adriatic Slumber. Beachside Bedding also features a beautiful range of locally made Florio furniture. Same location, new name, now even more competitive than ever on price. Beachside Bedding with free delivery and old mattress removal. Open Monday to Saturday at 295 Port Elliot Road, Hebra.
Just to control this now, Maiponga Sellicks will want to really come out. There they go. Haskett gets it all up. Flip comes out, comes over the top. Wollonga tried to get it. Liam Nye didn't have it. Being held onto. He will get the kick out there, and I reckon that's Liam Nye gets up. Oh, he's limping a little bit. Umpire calls time back on. So he turns around, gets up, plays off now, drives it right out to the forward position. Big Bass goes up, can't get to it, comes out the front. Maiponga goes up, he runs through, tries to fend off rather than break through, and he's pinged him. Yep, it's probably a good call, that one. He chucked that one, put it under his boss name, then he put the other arm up to fend off. 2 of them grabbed him, and the umpire said, you just tried to break through there. So we've now got Daniel Bass.
Well, he probably
kicked the last one. Yeah, once he put his arm up to try and fend off, he was going to be in big trouble, I thought. In he comes, Bass now, got the ball, drives it up, it's hanging, going over, it's going to be short, up and down it goes, kicked off, and it's touched. So it goes over for a minor score So Wollonga go to 12 goals 9 on my Ponga Selix 9-5 on the FPH scoreboard.
And they play on quickly down there, and there's a mark being taken by Jake Spinks, and Spinks has put the ball on the boot and down the ground. It's gone.
Clark paid it.
Who's got the mark?
My Ponga Clark.
You reckon?
Yep.
I thought the other bloke had a big.
No, dropped down short in front of the pack, and he was in there.
Anyway, Clark's got the ball. Just a little nudge out the way down there, but here's a chance. Here's a chance to get
again.
another goal.
He's missed it.
Oh, he has missed it, and that's another minor score to my Ponga Selix. That's 9 goals 6 out there now. That's 60, 21 points the difference.
Yep, 19 minutes got Mark Kevy, so she's starting to get close to time on. Goes out there, kicks outside there, and he finds this player in Big Jake Stanfield, Wollonga, who can come back into Burdett if he wants. He's not going. He's going to drive this out. Kicks it all out, up to the wing. Up they go. Players go up. Comes off hand. Comes over. My Ponga walk over the line. They can't really want to do that. They want to keep attacking all the time through here. And goes out there on that far corner, out that far flank. Umpire goes in. Up they go. Haskett goes up. Can't get it. Comes back down. Comes out onto it. Hoke overrides it, kicks up there by Flintham. Flintham gets his kick over the back, comes off hand, goes overneath. My Ponga quickly around, handballs back in, misses the target, finds out there goes over there, and that's a short kick. Touched it was, turns around, picked up quickly by my Ponga, and the umpire comes in for a ball up. So, forward pocket here for my Ponga Selix. Up they go. Carroll goes up. Kicked up and down by Proud. Goes up the forward line. Big Jakey gets up. That's bounced back. That's gone back. So there's a goal. The umpire signals, and that's a goal. That one went to Levi Proud.
Victor Tyre Power are your local one-stop shop for all tyres, wheels and batteries. Tyre Power are Australia's biggest independent tyre retailer, which means you get the power of a big range of the big brands, expert advice and lower prices.
Get the power of a local owner and operator.
Get the power of great service that keeps you coming back.
Get the power. Victor Tyre Power, 170A Hindmarsh Road, Victor Harbour.
Get the power!
Turns around. Haskett pushes the ball out, goes off the top. Coming through quickly there is Cameron Hutchins. Goes over quickly there. Out again, once over there to Danny Jukas. Jukas goes out, and there's in the back, Wollonga free kick. Up on that forward flank. Turns around. He tells him settle down. Wasting time. That's Liam Nye. He goes out, finds his player out there, and the umpire's blown and says, I've called time off. Do not do that. So, now he goes in. Liam Nye walks in for Wollonga. Goes back again. So he's wasting time now. He's allowed to. The umpire will call it as he starts to come in now. It's going to kick from just inside the 50. Lines himself up, makes room, drives it all up. It's a floater going up, over the top. My Ponga get to it. Comes back down, kicks all out, comes round to Pride. Proud kicks the ball up. Over it comes. Over it goes. Over the top goes on. Mark. That's a good mark there. Turn around at once to Jake Spinks. Spinks drives this ball up for my Ponga Selix. Flintham goes up. Strong overhead. Can't take it. Turns around. Gets wrapped up there. And turns around. He's going to go for holding the ball here. Yeah. No problems at all. It was against him. Flintham gets up for my Ponga Selix. Goes off. Drives in. He has to get this one going. Up they go. Players go up. Thumped up there. Goes over the top. Thumped over the back over here and comes out of bounds in the forward pocket here in the attacking zone for my Ponga Selix. So, goes up, we sit down into there. We have 23 minutes gone, Kevy, so we are into time on. I don't think Mudlarks can get up here now, my Ponga Selix. They have to score 3 times and they have to be all goals. Goes up, comes back down. Wollonga picks it all up. He gets wrapped up. He gets tied down. Turns around. The umpire's going to have to come in here now. And Popplewell comes in for a ball up. Still in that real full forward pocket position. He indicates players where he's running out. Throws it up. Up she goes. Gets it out down there. Wollonga come out. Turns around. He gets up. Called up. Throwers get called. And they turn around. My Ponga Selix are getting the recipient of the free kick. He knows time's running out here.
Yeah, so you've got to run back and kick it.
Yeah, this is Jaden Scott
every couple of seconds you waste,
Scott
you don't
comes
get back.
Needs to get it in. He's kicked one in the first quarter. He's kicked 1-1 for the day. In he runs, kicks it, hangs it, looks
a good
good,
kick.
goes right behind it. Umpire comes back. Signal.
The Royal Family Hotel in the main street of Port Elliot prides itself on having a family atmosphere. The dining room is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, offering great food specials and friendly service.
Enjoy.
Why not wind down with friends and enjoy a drink in our superb beer garden, one of the best beer gardens on the south coast. There's traditional pub-style accommodation available and a drive-through sip and save outlet. The Royal Family Hotel, 32 North Terrace, Port Elliot.
7 goals, so yeah. So like I said, so we'll be looking at the 29-minute mark. Up they goes into it. Mills goes up. Maiponga get it again. Out they come. Up they go. Spoil comes over. Tap comes over. Wollonga go back down. Maiponga really rattling onto it. Wraps the player up there, and that one there was Cameron McDonald.
They'll just keep.
They'll go.
Keep
Wollonga will just try and get the ball out, take a mark, and then they'll eat time. They're all moving in the back lines now. Maiponga, as they did last week, smashed it forward. Flintham gets it, kicks it forward. Up they go. Turns around, comes out. Over they go. Meagle gets it. He kicks out and kicks it over.
It's on
That's
the
over the full, untouched, and that is a bad mistake. The ball comes around here to Kempster. Kempster steps inside, drives this ball up to full forward now. Goes up forward, up they go. Can't take a mark. Out it comes down there. Ponga gets caught up. He throws it over the top. He gets wrapped up to. There is every Wollonga player except for 3, I think, in that back pocket.
Yeah, they're not even going to try and score themselves.
Oh, it's going to be tough now.
Yeah.
They're going to have 2 goals, and it's just a pack of players around here. Mills goes up. What you can't do is push it out like that. He gets away with it. Comes around quickly. Goes over there. Goes over to Connor Sampson. Sampson's kick goes up.
He's done it.
Guess
He's
what?
done it.
He's done that one there.
Yes.
He turns around, coming back. It was that Sampson, was it?
Yeah. Look like
FP Ag, the name you can trust for all your farm needs. FP Ag Rural Supplies has the knowledge and know-how to help you improve your production with expert agronomy advice for your pastures, hay production and broadacre cropping, fertiliser advice and spreading, animal health strategies, fencing needs, expert viticultural advice, livestock sales options, and we also offer an on-farm delivery service. FP Ag, with 5 fully stocked branches across the Fleurieu, we're in your field.
Round, and when they open that fell in his into him. Mills goes up again, pushes it all down, out they come, turn around, push it all out forward. Maiponga now got the run, their turn round, into it, drives out, kicks the ball, a bit of a screwy out onto it, goes off to there, walks over the boundary line. It's not what they wanted, touched, and it'll be a boundary throw in on that forward flank. Maiponga selects into attack though. Look at Wollonga, they're telling their players to get back, get to spaces and make sure they take up spots. Ball goes in, up they go, turn around, thumped out there, goes over quickly, up and down it goes. That was a bad kick by Maiponga.
Oh, they got it.
Up and down.
Who's that?
That
Flintham,
one there is
is it?
53 is Jaden Scott.
Jaden Scott, is it? Right, yeah.
So, Jaden Scott, it's a tight angle, but it's not impossible to get.
You don't want to waste too long. Otherwise, you've got no option.
Yeah, if he misses this one, he's got to kick a goal to put him in front, they'll be right. If he misses this, Wollonga will just try to steady. In he comes, drives out, drives the ball, hangs it. He's not happy. So minor score only. We go down to 2 points here now, folks, in the last quarter. Wollonga 12-9 to Maiponga Selix 12-7 on the FPAG scoreboard. Burdette with the ball. So call it away, Kevy. I'll let you. You'll get it to the siren.
You can't waste any time there.
Gone.
So Burdette's about to kick it in. He's going over the clubroom side with it. They go. That's a good kick out too. Almost a mark taken down there by Maiponga. There's no way knowing they're going to get away with that. They're going to make them waste as much time as they can here.
Umpire's called time off though. You see, time on. This is where it makes a difference. The clock's not counting.
No, it's not moving now. Anyway,
calls it back on.
In, throw the ball up. Up it go.
Not much longer going
It's only
now.
a few seconds, I reckon, from what you just said
Crowd
there.
breaks it and kicks it right up in the goals. Up they go. Wollonga steps it through for a minor score. So we have a 1 point game here, folks. 1 point.
Can they go through it all once again?
Burdick's got the bloke in the back pocket outside that mark. If he goes the other side, he's by himself. But he's not. He's going to set here for the position, try and aim for the boundary line and hope they push it over. Mark to Maiponga's out onto it. Comes back in there. Maiponga will get onto it. Wollonga wrap it all up. And there can't be much left now, no, Kevy.
Can't be much at all.
29 minutes gone. This is the longest, so we must be really,
there it is.
Really close.
There it goes.
There it goes, folks. 29 minutes there. We thought that there. So the final score, Wollonga have got themselves into a grand final. They go to 12 goals, 9 on the scoreboard to Maiponga Selix, 12 goals, 8. Gallant effort, 1 point on the FPAG scoreboard. And that was certainly good going, Kevin, that one.
It was, wasn't it? That's probably the game of the final so far, and three-quarter time you wouldn't have given tuppence for it.
No, it was all over. Wollonga come out and looked like Maiponga Selix come back, but yeah, you just leave it too late and too long and you can't keep doing it, so it comes out. Anyhow, goal scorers we have got here, Kevy, for Wollonga. Daniel Bass with 2, Braden Aldous 1, Brad Haskett 1, Job Colwell 1, Darcy Scott with 6, thank you. Danny Dukas with 1. For Maiponga Selix, we have Levi Proud, Elliot Chalmers with a single each, Ryan Kelly with 3, Connor Sampson with 2, Hassan Ahmad Watkins with 2, Jaden Scott with 2, and the single there I couldn't pick up with the one that was going we're unsure of. So, well, that's it, Kevin. So here at Strathalbyn Oval, preliminary final, Maiponga Selix are going to have a break now. Wollonga will go into the grand final against McLaren's, and that will be played at the Goolwa Port Elliot Oval. Turn around next Saturday, and they turn around and yes, so it still looks to me...
All the grand finals, you got the scores in the other games there?
I haven't got the scores coming up for there. So the winners today were Strathalbyn by 1 goal 3, Senior Colts Maiponga Selix by 1-3, the reserves Maiponga Selix by 3 points too there, I think, Kevy. And of course, Wollonga here
1 point.
With 1 point.
Yes.
So the winners going in next week are Strathalbyn, Maiponga Selix, and of course now Wollonga. So we'll hold up onto that one, Kevin.
It's only 2 clubs, is it?
Yep. So because McLaren's only got the A grade, haven't they? Into it. So anyhow, we're happy to have a long eat here. So we'll wrap up. This is 90.1 Happy FM. Is Great Southern Footy on air and YouTube.
This has been a presentation from Victor Harbour's 90.1 Happy FM.